now he's the punter. What's that like?
I've always been supportive of Joe. Me and Joe are good friends on and off the field, so I always knew he was ready. He always had that look in his eye. He's a very competitive guy. He came in last year kind of late, proved to us that he was serious about it. He was real. Um, he's just a competitor at the end of the day. I mean, he goes out there and he does his job very well, and yeah, he deserves everything he's gotten so far. He's worked for it. So yeah.
How much confidence do you have as a field goal kicker right
Uh, I feel like my confidence is pretty steady throughout all times. I'm confident in my abilities. I know that I just have to go out there and I just want to help the team win. And John and Joe do a great job allowing me to do that. They do their jobs at a high level, so I can do mine. So it's more confidence in those guys that those guys have shown me that they can do their job, and I'm like, all right, we got this. Yeah.
What's the feeling of knocking the first field goal through you make of the season?
Relieving. It's kind of like going out there and hitting your first home run in the big leagues, but it's like that every year. So it's kind of like it's nice to see it go through. It's good to start perfect. So going to try and continue that way.
Kickers are a position that people take for granted or kind of whatever until it matters. This team knows this as well as anybody.
Yeah, we know that as well as anybody, but we train every day like it's a game-winning field goal. Every kick you take it's important. It's important to Coach Day. It's important to Coach Keys. So everybody on the team. I've had some pressure kicks in camp and stuff like that, and just try and simulate that every day. So.
What are the kind of crazy things they do to try to put pressure
I mean, we had this finisher at the end of practice where I had to make 5 in a row, and going all the way back to 50, it was actually the peach bowl kick to end it, and I had to make 5 in a row or we were running. So until we got it, we ran, but we only ran one. So
on? So you missed one on 5?
I did one time. Yeah.
I know as kickers you get short-term memories, but that kick at Michigan, did that weigh on you at all at that time?
Yeah, for a little bit. You always want to perform in those kind of moments, and I felt like I let the team down, but at the same time, I knew that those guys had confidence in me, and actually talking with my teammates, Jack and JT, and those kind of guys really got around me. It really helped me. But as a kicker, you kind of just got to wipe it clean and go to the next play. But yeah, you definitely want to make those kicks.
Was that something that you had to process like in the weeks after, or was it just something that you got over mid-game?
It's something you have to get over mid-game as a kicker. You can't let the last kick affect you. So just trying to get through it and get through the game. And I knew I could have made that kick. I mean, it's just one of those ones that got away from me. But you always look forward to the next one, and you always have to correct your mind and get ready for that.
What's your range?
I'd probably say the same as last year. I feel just as confident as I did last year, even though I didn't get too many attempts from deep to show that, but still feel just as confident as last year. 55, 60, yeah, right around there, right in there. Yeah.
What would you love a chance at maybe end of a half or whatever, put the 60-yard?
That's every kicker's dream. That's every kicker's dream. I mean, you saw the guy from FSU a couple weeks ago. It's my buddy Ryan Fitzgerald. Really great kicker, but everybody wants that opportunity to show everybody what you can do.
What adjustments as a kicker do you make from year to year?
Trying to become more consistent always. You can always become more consistent. You're going to miss every once in a while, but just trying to limit the mistakes and the misses that you do have so that you can become as perfect as possible, I guess is the way that I would put it. I mean, the standard is the standard here, and even we didn't live up to it last year, so you got to correct it and get better.
What is that consistency? Is it your footwork? Is it?
It's a lot of things. It's ball contact. It's confidence in your teammates. It's trusting that the ball's going to be there when it's there. It's getting more downfield on your follow through. It's not falling through straighter, and yeah, that's something I really worked on, was falling through straighter this past off season. So a lot of my balls were going left towards the end of the year, so I had to correct that. And something you can't really correct mid-season. You don't want to mess with it, but yeah, I corrected that this off season.
Coach Day said he wanted to have an increased involvement with special teams now that he's given up play calling duties. Have you felt his increased presence for special teams?
I have, and I really like it. I like Coach Day being around the specialists and all the special teams. It just feels more involved. It feels of a higher importance this year. I think you guys saw that in the first game. He's done a great job. Him and Coach Keys and Gunnar Daniels, they've done a really good job. So yeah, I feel it. It's good.
Where do you specifically feel that? Like where does that show up, do you think, when you have Coach Day, when you have that higher importance kind of placed on special teams?
I think the fact that he's paying more attention to special teams, he's seeing the good things that we do,
Right.
and so he has more confidence in us to put us out there and give guys like Joe a chance. And he pays more attention to things like that, so it's better for us so that we can thrive in those situations that we didn't thrive in last year. And he has the ability to put us out there because his call was the final call. So yeah.
Was Joe your holder all through fall camp, or is that the guy who's the starting punter is also the starting holder?
Me and Joe got a lot of work over the offseason to get him there, and it's not always who the starting punter is. It's just he's the best at holding, so he got the job.
What about your dynamic with John, second year, being here? Is that just even better than it was last year?
I mean, me and John are, like I said, me, John, and Joe are like three best friends off the field. So we work a lot on stuff on the field when nobody's around. And so, yeah, we've definitely built a good camaraderie between the guys. And, yeah, I love John. Great guy.
How does it make a difference for you guys when Coach Day and the other position coaches are more integrally involved in special teams?
It makes you feel like he has more confidence in you when he's putting you out there because he's watched it a lot more. I know for sure on the kickoff reps, he watches kickoff coverage all the time. He loves to see the guys running down the field, and we actually made that a really big point of emphasis this past game to run through the goal line. So I joined my teammates running through the goal line. It was pretty fun, yeah.
How much has it helped you guys that now there's unlimited coaches and Rob and Gunnar can be out with you guys all the time?
I mean, Gunnar was out there last year, but he couldn't give us coaching critiquing on the field. But at halftime, he would talk to us. And Gunnar played at BC. He was a long snapper, so he provides really good insight into kind of like I would compare him to like Brad Robinson my freshman year. Gives you good insight. He's kind of like a veteran guy. So like when things aren't going your way on the field or you're not playing up to the level that you want to, he's kind of there to calm you down and tell you like, hey, like I've been there before, like the veteran guy, even though he's a coach now. So yeah, it's very nice.
And what has Rob brought to you guys as a coach?
Rob brings a lot. Man, he's one heck of a coach. He brings a lot of pressure to it. He makes you feel that every kick really matters. He's really good. He definitely helps with the coverages. The coverage has been much better this season, even though we haven't had to cover a kick yet. But you can just tell from the guys running down, they're a lot more passionate about it. There's bigger emphasis on it.
Thank you, Jayden.
Thanks, Jayden.
Thanks, guys.
Yep.